Hello everyone, Alana Leone here. This video is an introduction to the shadow. The shadow is a part of us. It is there to identify us to our environment and keep us safe. I am not, that sort of idea. We have many parts of us and how to integrate them all in conscious awareness and remembrance is the key. We are born whole and divine, and then we forget. We get hurt and close down a part of ourselves to not be hurt again, which creates fragmented parts and shadows. A lot of my work is in self love, and when there is a part of us that we do not like, this part will sabotage our future life plan. So, what is the shadow? The shadow is the hurt part of us that gets stored in our subconscious mind as something painful and that we do not want to experience again. So, Carl Jung is responsible for the term shadow, as he found when he was working with his clients that the client would store away painful experiences without dealing with that experience. And then the experience would need to come up again to get the learnings because until the shadow is dealt with and the pain neutralized, this painful experience will sabotage the client in their manifestations and abundance. The shadow is a part of us that we do not necessarily like. This puts a divide in the personality, and now the person will attract these lessons to remind them that this part is in there, stuffed down deep, and needs to be loved. So this part gives us a chance to remember and find love with the whole you, every single part of you. So lessons to love this part of us will keep happening until it's dealt with. The shadow gives us an opportunity to grow. So those of you that know me know I love talking about parts of us. To love all parts of us and to release old patterns and beliefs is my first goal or aim for others looking to be that clear channel in doing energy work. The first day of the Entrepreneur in Reinvention retreat in Sedona is about releasing what no longer is serving our highest purpose so that we can create massive abundance in all areas of our lives. The shadow looks at a situation and says, that is not me, nor could it ever be me. In the situation, the reaction is overemphasized. So, a good example is if you hear yourself say, I'm not that, I would never do that, I cannot do that, or how dare they do that. It is the part of a person that says, not me, and blames another and or has judgmental emotions like rage, anger, sadness, guilt around the person or situation for what the situation was that was done. So I have a life example for myself that happened the other day. My friend said to me, are you afraid to be alone? And right away, my reaction was fast. And I said something like, oh, I've already looked into that. And no. So I noted that reaction for later. And I asked myself, what was that reaction about? And what is my lesson? And I realized that when I was alone from a relationship in the past, I still had a house full of people, my daughter, grandson, my mom. Now I am where I'm alone. And I said, yes, I guess there is a part of me that's afraid to be alone. I got to love and look at the beautiful part of myself to bring this part into my highest potential and be nurtured in my self love and the collective love. What a magnificent opportunity in sacred self love. I live and love this work, not only teach it. So the shadow will affect you until you resolve the issue or situation. Shadow work is looking at some of these issues that we have that were not dealt with at the time due to not knowing how to deal with them and stuffing them down in the body. And once this happens, I call it baggage or limiting beliefs. This will sabotage your relationships, your finances, your health, and many other things until unlocked and released. Looking at the shadow is great opportunity work for bringing back to the person full self-love and a juicy relationship with yourself. This place of presence and surrender in divine love is the gift to transforming the shadow. It is what the soul came here to manifest, that you find your higher self and divine love. The soul is about lessons that we came to learn and remove from our bodies and fields. At the soul level, there is no suffering, no lack, only love. I like to call it sacred love or divine love, and there is no agenda for this type of love. It's just unconditional. The shadow reappears to undo the set of beliefs and values that restrict the personality. So this work opens the perception to say, well, that could be me. The outside environment is our mirror and opportunity to see more about ourselves, to give to us the lessons of this life so the lessons do not have to be repeated over and over and over again. So I like to give 2 steps to release the shadow. One is be the observer of your reactions and note when you see something that is an overreaction or feels different than a normal reaction. To look and deal with it at that moment and put it into your notes or journal and deal with it in the same day is definitely best. Number 2 is drop into your heart's awareness and ask, what lessons do I need from this situation to be my highest potential? Sit with it and come up with at least one lesson. The amount of time to sit with the situation changes, though allow at least 20 minutes from the emotion for the emotions to neutralize. Allow yourself to cry, to laugh, or get up and dance and shake the body so it gets out of there. Do whatever you feel called to do. There is no way to do this correctly or incorrectly. However, it always turns out perfect. The goal is to get at least one lesson. Why is understanding the shadow important to us? This is to love all parts of ourselves, to understand who we are completely, to then be better able to know what we want and be the creator, the magician in our life, to live in synchronicity, joy, and total abundance. Remember your divinity and all the work you do and give yourself grace. And please remember to celebrate your wins. Much love.